Hey guys, Jed Johnson from Diesel Crew here. Thanks for checking out my channel today. Christmas has just gone by, so I hope everybody had a Merry Christmas. I hope everybody's gearing up for an awesome New Year's bash. You know, since Christmas just went by, there's a good chance that you might have gotten some gifts that you're not sure what to do with. I know in the past I've gotten some stuff for Christmas from my relatives who had wonderful intentions in getting me this stuff, but it ends up that the stuff has just no application in my training. A couple examples, I forget what it's called, but it's the pull-up bar that you put in your doorway. I've never used it. I've had it for like 4 years. Shake weight, I use that as a kind of to get a laugh when I do speaking engagements, just for fun. Other than that, I have no idea what I'm supposed to do with that thing. The other thing that I got one year is a set of grippers with foam handles on them. And these things are so light, there's no way you can do anything with them for crushing grip strength unless you're going to bend pennies or try to crack walnuts with them. So they're not really that good for crush, but if you got these this year and you're not sure what to do with them, check out the rest of this video because I've got 4 things you can do with a light gripper like this. They're not just junk, there is something that you can do with them, so check out the rest of this video. Okay guys, hopefully you can see that alright. That's just a very light store-bought gripper with foam handles. And instead of doing crush grip training, what I'm going to do is some thumb training. Thumb training is actually very important, even for grippers. You want to build the thumb pad up as much as possible. Also for athletes is important, especially guys such as wrestlers and MMA fighters. The thumb is very important in maintaining a grip on someone, especially when you're grabbing a wrist or an ankle or something like that. So the first thing that I'm just going to show you is a key pinch for reps, and that's done like this. So you put one handle in with the forefinger, the other handle comes back on the thumb, and you're just going to pinch them together. Now generally what I'll do with this is I'll keep this gripper or something very similar like a carpentry clamp right in my car, and then if I get into a long traffic jam or something like that, if we're going to be on the road for a long time, then I'll just hit endless repetitions like this because the resistance really isn't that much that you're going to have to you're not going to burn out very quickly. You're going to be able to get a lot of reps. What that's going to do is it's going to fill up the thumb pad with blood, so if you've got any type of injury or inflammation going in here, you get a lot of fresh blood in there. You'll also be able to pump up that thumb pad, and that's real good because for gripper training, you want to have a nice thick base here. And I had an injury a while back, and you can almost see where my thumb atrophied here. I had a very, very bad injury in 2009 on that thumb, and you can see that the mass hasn't even come back quite right there. There's kind of like an abscess or like an empty spot right there in my thumb. So those are just pinch closes for reps. You can just do those until your thumb tires out. Now another thing you can do is what you can call progressive pinch closes. So if this is just a key pinch close, what you can also do is you can work your way up. So if you turn the gripper like this, you can pinch at the end, but then you can also move your way up, just a ½ an inch at a time. So it looks like this. And then as you get closer and closer to the spring, it gets tougher and tougher. Okay, so that's just progressive pinch closes, and it'll allow you to get a little bit more resistance out of the gripper. So you get up here, and I can't even quite close it down. Next thing that you can do is you can do holds for time, and you can choose wherever you like to hold the gripper. So you could hold it at the end, and then you can see how many miles or how many tenths of a mile you can cover in your car, or whatever the case may be. Now, if you're going to do this while you're driving, you have to be very careful. If you are driving, you probably shouldn't be squeezing a gripper. Okay, you should be focused on the road. So if you're going to be doing this while you're in the car, make sure that you're riding either in the shotgun seat or the back seat, not when you're driving. So those are holds for time. And then finally, the last thing that I'm going to show you is something called speed closes. And you're just going to take pretty much the same grip on the gripper, make sure it's in there secure, and instead of hydraulically squeezing it, you're going to try to explode into it so that you engage different, your muscle fibers in a different way. Okay, so these are speed closes, and it's not really that fast because I'm kind of fatigued. So what I'll do is I'll switch over to the right hand, Make sure that's in the camera. Okay. Whoops. Another reason why you don't want to do this when you're driving. Just trying to squeeze it as hard as you can. Now, because the fulcrum is out here, it is kind of unstable, so it's not an easy thing to be able to close it down with speed. But the idea is you're going to switch the tempo a little bit so that you're not just doing slow repetitions. You're able to recruit the muscle fibers a little bit differently, train the thumb a little bit differently, and get more benefit out of the training. Okay guys, well there's 4 things you can do with your really light gripper in order to build thumb strength, build up your thumb pad, and then also if you've got any lingering injuries in there, you can help it. You can use it as light resistance in order to recover from any injury that you might have. The great thing about this is it is light resistance. You can do a lot of reps. You can get a lot of blood into the area, so it has that effect of a type of therapy. So go ahead and include those in your training. If you got grippers like this for Christmas this year, don't throw them out. Stash them in your car, put them by the toilet. Anytime you hit the can, go ahead and hit a few reps. And that's just taking advantage of downtime and then dedicating it to your grip training. Any other questions, please leave a comment here or contact me on my website, dieselcrew.com. The link for the article that goes along with this video is in the description box below. I write for my buddy Murph at Total Performance Sports every month, and I'm in his newsletter, so come check that out. Alright everybody, thanks and all the best in your training. Take care.